What is good, Tlsa family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's going on with the overall market, what you should be watching for as time progresses. I'm also going to talk about some new news that just came out involving the markets, what's going on with some new news for Tesla, what you should be watching for in terms of levels for today. Before I break anything down with all this information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. I'm firstly not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moo, the link down below, and deposit $100 into the account, you are guaranteed up to 5 free stocks. Now, this offer ends in just about 2 days from now, so check it out before they run out. Anyways, let's break down what's going on with the market so far. Tesla's up 0.8% in the pre-market, gaining some strength compared to the market due to a new deal signing by Tesla, which was some good news. But if you look at the market's kind of red right now. We're actually seeing the market gapping down, most likely for open. And then the question will remain, will we see buyers come back to defend the markets, or are we going to see more selling? So first off, when it comes to earnings, Monday.com is about to announce its earnings, and then later on we just have like the Home Depot for Tuesday. For Wednesday we have Target, and then for Thursday we have Ross and Walmart alongside Macy's and Alibaba. So lots of retail for the week. We got the credit outlook cut by Moody, and that's going to be important because this could affect our rating in the future, right? Not right now, but in the future. The rating is staying the same, but we'll see what this causes. The market's a little red thanks to this, but we'll see if this continues to affect it or not. We'll be very patient. Now, with the new Speaker of the House, we're going to be watching to see what happens to the US government as time goes on because Congress needs to pass a funding bill before Saturday, or else there could be a partial government shutdown. So we'll be watching this throughout the week to see how this affects us. We have lots of retail earnings, like I just said. And finally, Walt Disney's success with the Marvel Cinematic Universe had its weakest domestic office opening ever, which is ironic considering how strong and popular Marvel tends to be. But at the same time, it's no surprise given the current economic circumstances and the current views of Disney around the world with this universe. So, just something worth noting. We're continuing to see this, trend for many of their movies, as there's a lot of them coming out, but many people do question the quality of them. But anyways, it's just something I just wanted to call out. So that is big news for Disney. We'll see how this affects them as well. For the overall economy, I just wanted to call out that we had Cook from the Fed giving a speech this morning. Then at 11 o'clock a.m., we have consumer inflationary expectations. We have the 3-month and 6-month bill auctions at 11:30, and that's pretty much it for data for today. It's going to be like a minor data day because for Tuesday, that's when we have CPI coming out. So we'll be watching CPI very carefully just to see how things look. That's going to be before the market opens. Tesla signed a deal with the second gas station operator to sell its supercharger directly, which is good news for Tesla. This is big news. This is a deal with EG Group. And this in turn could help Tesla big time because this is going to be a deal where BP's once again going to sell them $100 million worth of supercharger hardware. It's going to be at BP gas stations across the US under that brand. That's big news. This will bring in a lot of money for Tesla if this goes, if they get a lot of sales. And once again, it's really good to see news like this because it just benefits Tesla. So how's Tesla looking? We're going to be watching this 216.8 resistance. If we break this, I anticipate Tesla's going to push up to 220. It's looking a bit more bullish right now, but just to be safe, we have to watch. Now, if we're bearish, we want to see Tesla lose 214. If we lose that, anticipate it's going to come down to 212, 210, 208 in these lower levels. In my opinion, it looks like it's going to try to break out. There's a good chance of that potentially happening. But just to be safe, we want to watch it and we want to be watching how the overall market ends up affecting it. The 4-hour time frame on Tesla is looking a little bit more bullish. It looks like this thing is going to try to push up higher. The technicals are favoring the bulls a little bit, at least just for now for Tesla. But just to be safe, like I said earlier, you just want to be watching to see if we can get these breaks. I think we also have an unfilled gap on the daily on Tesla right here. We'll be watching to see if Tesla fills this gap up to 222 if we break 220. For now, it is favoring the bulls a little bit more, but just to be safe, we're going to be watching for confirmation. If once again we lose 214, we turn bearish. If we break 216.8, we're bullish. On SPY, Just wanted to call out these levels. On SPY, if this thing breaks this resistance right here, if it gets above 440, you're going to be watching 441. We need to break 441 to turn really bullish. That's when you're going to see 444. If it fails to break that, so right, we could just chop around the 441s if we fail to break it, but if we break it, we turn really bullish. If we break down, watch 438 as key support. Okay, we're currently at 439. There's some support there. There's also support at 438. If we lose 438, we turn bearish and we could start sinking towards the 436s. In my opinion, we're kind of in the middle right now, but we're going to be watching this support carefully, so we'll see how it goes. For the QQQ, it's the same thing basically. QQQ is dead in the middle around the 376s. If we lose the 376s, you're going to be watching the 375.8 to 375.5 area, depending on the timing. If we lose this white trend line, see this white line right here? If we lose this trend line of support, we turn bearish. It's going to be sinking towards 375 or below that. We're a little bit down in the pre-market, so we're going to be watching if this holds. If we break out, you're going to be watching 378. If we break 378, we're bullish. We're going to be watching for 380. If we lose this white trend line, we turn bearish. We're going to be watching this thing towards 374 or beyond. For Nvda, it's actually not looking too bad for the morning. We were talking about that resistance at 488 to 490. We actually touched this during the pre-market, which shows some strength for Nvidia. Nvidia is just below 485, so watch that resistance. If we're bullish, you want to break that and test 488 to 490. If it manages to break 490, it could get very close to 495. For now, we're going to be watching this resistance at 485 first. If we're bearish, you want to see Nvidia lose 482. If we lose 482, it's going to come down to 480, and we'll turn even more bearish if we lose that. If we lose 480, it's going to sink all the way down to the 475s or even 472. In my opinion, we're in the middle right now, so just watch these different levels. It pumped and dumped, but it's very flat right now, so we'll just wait and see. It's best to just be patient, at least for the time being. Last but not least, for Aapl stock, this is also just chopping in the center. So basically what these lines tell us is if it breaks down, if it loses 185, Aapl is bearish, it's going to start sinking towards 184. If we're bullish, you want to see it break 186.2. If we break 186.25 around that area, we can start pushing for we have some resistance at 186.6, but it's not that much. And we have stronger resistance around 187.26. So if we break resistance right here, we turn bullish. If we lose support, this 185 support, we turn bearish. We're in the dead center. We're just going back and forth during the pre-market. So there's not really a whole lot to say from there, but that's pretty much it for the video, guys. So please stay safe. We'll see what the market does as we're approaching CPI for Tuesday. And a great trader I know told many of us, including me, that it's best to just kind of like take it easy on a day like this, wait for the setups to play out, and just be very patient. CPI is tomorrow, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for listening, and peace out.